Although it looks like this market rally is over. A lot of people are calling this a bear market rally, which is yet to be determined yet. But it's certainly you certainly wouldn't want to be long still in the market at the moment. And I'm starting to take up positions now. And on my short-term template, I had an entry saying in the previous videos this is a topping formation. This was the sucker money, the blow off here. The sucker money bought in, only to be stopped out by the institutional traders. The institutional trade just slam them, and then you get this reversal type of pattern. Now the trender is closed. S&P's closed below the trender now, so I started taking up positions on my short-term template. Looking at the non-farm payrolls, the ADP jobs came out, and that was a miss. Just came out in this session right here, so that was a miss. But it doesn't mean that the non-farm payroll will be a miss. It's just a bit of a different calculation than the non-farm payroll, so you don't know. It's no guarantee that the non-farm's going to miss, but everyone's watching the non-farm payroll. And the Fed's watching the non-farm payroll as well, so it's going to be an interesting end to the week, and see if this turns out to be a confirmed reversal. It's not a confirmed reversal until you break below it's a retracement at this stage, and it's a confirmed reversal when you get below the daily Kijunsen by my method. But it doesn't mean you don't wait until it crosses below the Kijunsen to start getting into the market, especially not with options. You want to be ahead of the game with options, and by the time everybody realises what's going on, that's when you want to be selling your options to them at a profit. So that's the way it works. So I'm going to be adding to this trade as it progresses. And let's have a look now at junk bonds. I said junk bonds were an early warning indicator, and they were at least 3 days ahead of stocks. So that's an interesting sign to look for, and we'll see if junk bonds cross below this Kijunsen here on the daily. It's going to be interesting to see. So that Nasdaq is on the 4 hour is confirmed below the trender here. That was just this up leg. This up leg here was this up leg right here. The Nasdaq's a bit more volatile, of course, and a lot of those large cap stock names, I'm going to be hitting with those with puts, and I've started taking puts on those already, and I'll be hitting those. The only thing better than hitting stocks on the upside is hitting them even harder on the downside. So I'll be hitting those quite hard, and just taking it day by day, and managing my risk accordingly, of course. And this was an interesting one. Now it's the Nasdaq. This is VIX. Now the VIX just hasn't quite confirmed yet, but it looks like it will confirm. It's like the MACD is consolidating to the upside here, so just a matter of, I've got my alert set right here, so I'm going to be hitting. I'm going to be going long volatility. Don't really expect to see huge downside. I mean, huge downside in stocks is upside in volatility, of course, but with the MACD down here, if the MACD was to end up crossing up above the centre line here, then you might get a bit more of an extension to this. At the moment, we don't go into heavy. We're just looking for should get this confirmed. Should get this confirmed in the next session, I would say, and I've got my alert set. I'll see what happens, but just looking now at IWM. This is the small caps now. This one is also short. This one also has it's just tested the Keynesian, but it's confirmed on the daily and the 4 hour. So that one is a good one. And VTI. This is a total market fund. This one is also a good one, an ETF, but you don't want to passively invest in these ETFs. You want to be actively trading them. Doesn't mean day trading. It just means like swing trading them or whatever. I wouldn't be investing in these ETFs, but they're good for short-term swing trading, like what I do. That's about it. And just showing what I'm looking at, if anyone was interested to know. And just a quick one. We'll see how it goes we'll see how things look after the non-farm payroll, I guess. And thanks for watching. Bye.